Hey, what's up, guys? This is Vox, and today I kind of wanted to go over the classes for you new players. I try to help you guys choose a class, and this is something that's been like killing me recently as well, and progression. And I wouldn't say it's absolutely killing me because I am getting fame from it, house fame. So, as you can see, I'm showing you guys my roster right here so you guys can kind of get a feel of my experience so far in the game. And I am a founder. Let me show you. Actually, right here, you can see I have a founder costume and everything. So I did play the game when it first released in NA. And at the time, I was working really crazy hours, and I just felt like I couldn't keep up with other people, and there was no point for me to play because I was working too hard. Um, I just felt that I didn't have the time, and it was just way too hardcore of a game for me at that time. But I mean, I love hardcore games. I come from games like Ion and Lineage and stuff like that. I come from, I played World of Warcraft for well over 10 years. I've experienced every aspect of World of Warcraft from the good old days to the weird old days to the panda old days to the weird old days again. But anyway, I'm going to kind of give you guys my opinion on classes and stuff like that. Now, a lot of people in this game, I'm gonna put it out there. A lot of people on the forums, a lot of people everywhere, you know, make assumptions and they give their opinions on form, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they label these assumptions and opinions as facts. Okay, I'm going to tell you how I feel, and I had a higher level warrior, you guys, but I deleted it just so I could showcase the rest of the classes. I didn't really need it, and I can level up another one. I didn't like the name that I chose for that warrior anyway. So I have another warrior right here, which is cool. He's cooler. He's cooler. Anyway, character creation. So first things first is I'm gonna tell you how I felt with all the classes. So all the classes that I've played, I've never had a class that I got on and I was like, no, I don't really like this class. The problem is I'm really feeling every class in Black Desert Online. Every class that I play, that class has something specific that just makes the game so fun for me. So you got Warrior, Ranger, Sork, Berserker, Tamer, Musa, Maewa, Valkyrie, fucking Connect, Ninja, Dark Knight, Wizard, and Witch. Okay, so we're gonna start from Witch and Wizard. Witch and Wizard are pretty much the same class. There's a couple differences when they get their awakening weapon. A lot of people say they split into two separate classes. They don't. They just kind of specialize in two different elements. Like the witch has a lightning pet and I believe a earth pet, while the wizard has a water pet and a fire pet. So it's kind of like they split off in their own two little elements. And to be honest, some people say that the witch is a little bit better than the wizard because the witch has, I guess, faster attacks or something like that. But the wizard is they're the same fucking class, okay? Don't let people fool you guys. Don't play. Listen, play whatever one you want. They're pretty much the same class, and to be honest with you, when I run into them in wartime, it doesn't matter if it's a witch or a wizard. They will delete you if they're here. Like you would get completely roasted. Like it does not matter. Like don't let people trick you into playing a character that you don't want to play as far as like gender wise. Like if you don't want to play a female character, you don't have to. If you don't want to play a male character, then you don't have to because they're pretty much the same class, which is to me it's like why is there two of these classes? But anyway, we're gonna go to the Dark Knight. I have some experience on the Dark Knight because well, you seen I got a level 57 Dark Knight. 57 is not much. Some people actually say that the game dramatically not only changes at level 56 but also changes at 58 or 59, something like that. I think at 58 most classes get another skill for their awakening or whatever that does a crap load of damage, and they're able to level up their awakening skills that much higher as well. So the higher level you are, the more percentages you're going to be able to pump into your awakening skills, and the more damage you're going to be able to do. So a lot of people say, oh, you don't have to level up to 60 and stuff like that to be competitive and stuff like that. And you really, you don't. But to be honest, you're going to be a lot stronger at those higher levels than you were previously, because you're going to be able to go a lot farther into some of those skills. And to be honest, at level 60 and stuff like that, and people that are 60 and 61, their skill percentage on their awakening weapons is so much higher than yours. It's like probably 300% higher than yours in most cases. Some cases probably 400%. I know I've seen some of those. You can look at your awakening weapon and check the percentages in the ranks and for the levels, and you'll know exactly what I mean. It gives you so much damage. Some of those skills give a lot more accuracy as well, and these are just things we love, you know. But the Dark Knight is beautiful so far. We don't have her awakening, so I'm not gonna speak much on that or whatever. But the unawakening, she's pretty dope. She's a strong class, and then apparently in Korea right now, she's destroying charts. Period. She's just like wrecking the Jello pudding out of all the freaking charts. She's getting top damage. She's getting top, kills in red battlefields all the time. Like, apparently she's doing some crazy stuff. Now, mind you, that's word of mouth. But I've seen some videos of her wrecking some people in some duels. I haven't seen these so-called charts yet, and I just did the bunny things with my fingers, not my ears. So I didn't do the bunny things with my ears. You know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go to Ninja, and some of my best friends in the game play Ninja. And I'm gonna say one thing about them: they're just arrogant bastards. Like, god damn, like I just want to strangle some of them sometimes. You know what I mean? But the ninja is a very strong class. There's a big stigma on a lot of classes in this game. Let me tell you guys right now. If you're playing any assassin class in this game, people, there's gonna be a lot of naysayers out there, and it's like, oh, you shouldn't play it. You shouldn't play it. Meanwhile, that's the same dude that has this class at level 56 and 57 and playing on it all the time, spending all their time on these classes. So, don't let people tell you what you can't play and what's not relevant and stuff like that. When they tell you that, oh, if you play a tamer, you're not going to be able to get in a big guild and stuff like that. I mean, to be honest with you, if you're new to the game and you ain't got gear, you ain't getting into a big guild anyway, fool. So you might as well play what you love, get geared. You know what I mean? Because all the big guild requirements right now for the very top guilds in this game are usually like 59. You got to be level 59 or 60, and then you got to have over 500 gear score. You know what I mean? Like that's not, that's something that you're not going to get for a while. You know what I mean? So play what you want. And then once you get to that gear score in that level anyway, it doesn't matter what class you got it on. All the classes are going to delete people. Like, you know what I mean? All the classes are going to wreck the smell out of people. So you don't ever worry about that. Don't let someone stop your hustle. You know what I mean? If you want to play Ninja, play it. Ninja's a very strong class. It iframes like no tomorrow. It's so aggravating when you're fighting against it. I'm just going to be real right now. Their iframes are just really annoying. Like, probably the second best in the game, right? And they do a crap load of single target damage, burst damage. But just because they do a crap load of single target damage doesn't mean they can't AoE. They can AoE. Their awakening has like a rain of blades that comes down. Now, it's not a very big AoE, but it's good enough for you to just like, ninja slide up to a group and just like, and just like kill the whole group and then just ninja slide off. That's PvE. That's PvE. And PvP, you still wreck the crap out of people. Any veteran out there will tell you that they ran into a ninja that spilt their stuff before, right? So we're gonna talk about the female ninja. The female ninja. Okay, so you know how I said the witch and the wizard is kind of the same? It's not really the same for the ninja and the Canuck, because the Canuck it has, for its awakening weapon, it has this massive boomerang. And actually, I think you can see it in the video down below. No, you can't. No, you can't. She's not using it. She's not using it down there. But anyway, they do a lot of spinning stuff with a hula hoop. It's like a hula hoop of death. And they have some insane bursts too. They're a little bit more AoE friendly. They can AoE more than the ninja, but I believe the ninja has a little bit more single target burst in them. But overall, it's a very strong class. Both of these classes can go in stealth. Both of these classes are very squishy, so it requires mobility. It requires you to be on your, you know what I mean, on your feet, and just like, you know, keeping everything up and just like going really fast, because it's really a dance. And what I mean by dance is, you know, when you play these classes like assassins or thieves or rogues, no matter what game it is, you know, we always know and expect these classes to be the type of classes, if they get caught, they're gonna die because they don't have much armor. So I'm gonna call them light body classes. You know what I mean? And it's just always been like this. This is just a thing. If you played MMORPGs, you know what I'm talking about. Rogues and these light classes have high bursts, but they don't have very much survivability. Their survivability is not getting hit at all, which they can do really well. So don't let people fool you into thinking these classes are weak. And if someone tells you, oh, they're so weak, they're gonna die if they get hit, you know, that's when you turn around and say, no shit. Like, no, why are you stating the obvious? You know what I mean? And then you have Valk. Valk is not really the female version of the warrior. Valk is this holy spatula. And the Valk is hated on, right? But I'm going to tell you guys something. I never slept on a Valk. I have a Valk that is 56. And the only reason I don't play her is because the weight situation. I guess can't afford to buy weight for every single class I decide to play and level up. And that actually is a big deciding factor what class I play, because I have a couple classes that are maxed out on weight. And when you go from that to grinding on a character that doesn't have just about any weight, it's a real pain. And that was my only problem with the Valk. But a lot of people says that she's weak in PvE and she can't clear, you know, and she's weak in PvP. All I gotta say is where, bitch, where, because every Valk I've run into that was skilled in gear wrecks people. I have video of Valks just doing crazy things, just like, you know what I mean, like, and we saw the tournaments, I think 2 nights ago, and we seen those two Valks just like scraping up people. And when they get their awakening, I call them the holy spatula, because they don't AoE, but they like do this massive push forward force, and like right in front of them, and it's kind of like a spatula effect, and it just feels like you're just scraping the mobs out of the world. You're just like and it feels really powerful. And to be honest, all the classes probably feel powerful to me because I have my shake on like the maximum. Like, I love when the scream shakes. It's just really awesome. It makes you feel so powerful when you come down. But the Valk, all being said, is a very strong class. It's a class that's hated on. It's not as hated on as much as like the assassin classes, but it's definitely hated on. So then you have this monster. The female blader are the Meiwa, you know. And I don't have a Meiwa, but I have a blader, a Musu. But I do know that she's a very strong class. They're actually, the Musa and the Meiwa are the two fastest classes in the game. And a lot of players really hate them. A lot of players hate catching them. When you fight a good one, you really can't run away from them. Which is really funny. You know, when any other class or whatever, you can kind of run away from, but you can't run away from them because they're just so damn fast. The female and the male, they're kind of the same. I think she gets a spear for her awakening. He gets like a blade on a stick, or a stick on a blade, something like that. Anyway, like, he gets like a pole arm. They both get like these big pole arm type things, whatever, but they're a little bit different. They don't use the same weapon, but she has a stronger burst in him, but his damage is more consistent. I really don't know what to say about these two classes because they both look the same, to be honest. I think she like does like lightning or some shit type damage, and he does fire damage, which is, well, it just looks like fire. I don't think there's really any like much elements going on. I mean, maybe you can get burnt from the elements, or shocked if you're playing a wizard. But I don't know how the elemental type stuff works on their weapons. So then you have him, and I kind of just explained him too. Um, they're a strong class. They're really very fast class. They are considered as an assassin branch with the ninja and connect, and also the tamer that I'm gonna get to next. Um, they're just a really strong class. I really don't have any negatives to say about them. Out of all the assassins, they're probably the best PvE farmers, and they're really strong, and they're just really strong. They're really strong. So they're really strong. That's all I have to say about them. They're really strong. So, my fourth attempt on trying to record information about the tamer. But I just keep getting into this whole long dragged out thing where I don't want to. But I'm not trying to be negative, but the tamer is it's a really beautiful class. It's a very strong class. It's considered one of the top PvE classes in the game as far as grinding and stuff like that. She does a really good job of grinding. And that skill in a little preview, I never even seen that skill before. So I don't know what the hell that was, where she like puts her hand down and does like the little post. They lying to us. Anyway, you know, the Tamer is one of those classes that is considered the weakest class in the game, and you will hear it. Oh my god, you will hear it 200 times a day while playing this class. Anything goes wrong, it's your fault because you're playing such a weak class. When I played the class, and mind you, this was my very first class, I started playing it out of the gate, you know what I mean? I never felt weak. I had this seed planted in my head that the class was weak, but while playing the class, whether it was Nine Awakening or Awakening, I never felt weak. I did feel that she wasn't as fast as she was when she first came out, but she kind of got a mobility nerf like the first week the game came out in NA. And I remember raging over that or whatever, because I just thought it was so cool that she was so fast, and then that changed. But she's the only summoner class in the game, really, one that can control her pet and everything. But I mean, it doesn't matter because her pet, she needs love, okay, guys? She needs love. Cacao, they need love, all right? Tamers need love. The witch and the wizard has a very strong pet. Matter of fact, they have two pets to choose from a piece that does good damage to mobs and CCs the goddamn banana pills off of bananas. And I'm not even joking. Like, listen, guys, it's an assassin class. It has really nice damage, but it's a summoner class too, and it's not really a summoner class. I don't know why they got that big ass pet that looks so intimidating. The pet just don't do a lot, and I'm not really a negative person, man, but niggas, goddamn, my tamer needs some love, man. She needs some love. Let's go on to the Berserker. Okay, so this monster is considered probably the most balanced class in the game. Just the goddamn, like, oh my goodness. Like, when you get grabbed by one of these dudes, man, I swear to God, they will slam your avatar so hard your real life socks will pop off. I'm not even joking with you. You think it's a game, all right? You're going to be wrecking people one day, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how strong that Berserker is. Once he snatch you and lift you up off your feet, ooh, you're going to be in a world of pain. You guys remember that old school game called Blitz, that football game from back in the day? Where they used to just like just all the illegal tackles and shit. They would just rip your character in half. They would hit your character so hard, your character eyeballs would pop out his head. Like, this is this class. Like, this class is just a monster. Like, if you just want to be that Berserker, like, you know Berserker from Fate Stay Night? He ain't got shit on this Berserker. That Berserker from Fate Stay Night, yes, I'm talking about Berserker, guys. He ain't got shit on this Berserker here, alright? You don't you see this? His attack is on max. His defense is on max. It doesn't matter what he does, because when he goes hybrid, he's just gonna stick. Oh my god. And his awakening weapon, it's a cannon. A cannon. This dude, oh my, no more need to be said, guys. If you want to play a Berserker and you want that big hype, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing getting in his way. There ain't a class in this game right now that can shut a really geared and a really skilled berserker down. There's just monsters. Like you be chilling with your homies grinding, and a berserker turns the corner, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, you see that berserker? Don't make any sudden moves. Don't anger it." Man, I seen berserkers jump around in ghillie suits. They sneak up on you and snatch you. Oh my goodness. You just want to say, "Oh Lord, oh Lord, help me." You know what I mean? They're just that type of. They're just a monster. Okay, awakening and non-awakening. If you want to feel power, they're gonna make you feel power. And make sure you put your screen shake on a maximum so you can shake the earth when you slam the cookies out of somebody's jar. Sorcerer. Sorcerer is known for being one of the most wanted character for wars. Sorcerer is a very high skill cap. In her awakening, she's probably the hardest class to play besides Ranger and Awakening. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. She's a very powerful class, but she definitely is one of those classes that's gonna take people that are like, used to the hardcoreness in PvP games, like, cause she's a very difficult class to play. She has 2 different resources or some shit like that to manage. I think maybe even 3. And this bitch, she just requires a lot, guys. But she's one of those. She's the class in this game that I will say, what is it? Is it high risk, low reward, or some shit like that? No. It's like high risk, high reward, or some shit like that, right? She has a crap load of iframes. If you guys don't know what iframes is, it just means like, she can move so fast that your eyes can't see her. No, I'm joking. Iframes are kind of like these things that are just, damn, how can I even describe iframes? Look, iframes are just iframes, guys. Look the shits up. They're just dangerous, all right? Anyway, the Sorc is a monster. She's a monster in PvE and PvP. She does a shitload of damage. I mean, a shitload of damage. I mean, sometimes you can see this black shit engulf you, and your character just fucking evaporates, alright? That's all I'm saying about her. I wouldn't say no more. You know what I mean? She's just a strong-ass class. If she's your style, whatever, don't worry. She's not weak. Then you got Ranger. Ranger is considered the monster, alright? When the game first came out, everybody and their grandma played Rangers. Oh my goodness, it was so annoying. Oh my goodness, I just wanted to punch somebody in the face. All these damn Rangers everywhere just skeeting around. You know what I mean? It was so annoying. Then they got Awakening and everyone re-rolled because they didn't have the skill. Yes, and if you're an ex-Ranger player that's listening to this video, I just want you to know that I'm happy you re-rolled and you're not harassing me anymore with your stupid little bow. Ranger is a very strong class in PvP and PvE. The class literally has no. I don't really feel that there's any weakness to Ranger. They dominate. They dominate both aspects now, melee and range. Now, I'm not comparing them to other classes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying they dominate everyone else. They do dominate everyone else, but I'm just saying they just. I'm just saying they just a really, really, really good class. They do them real good. Okay, then you have Warrior. And let me tell you about Warrior, guys. Warrior is a monster. Alright, this dude, this overpowered ass Warrior is probably one of the only class that can spam. Warriors are just dangerous, guys, alright? They dominate in PvE and PvE. Did I say PvE and PvE? Well, add a P to one of those goddamn things, alright? PvP and PvE. And Warriors are they're just warriors. You know what I mean? Their Awakening is a big, great sword. You know what I mean? If you want to feel like anime or something like that, or feel like you got a lot of power, they do have a lot of power. But they also have the shield and the sword. They start off with the shield and the sword, and then you awaken into the two-hander. And you can have all that shit equipped at the same time. And you be like blocking everything. You switch to your two-hander, and you're just like, game over. And they literally end games. They're a very easy class to play, and they're very monstrous. I mean, man, this class is so monstrous, bro. I hate fighting warriors. I hate fighting them. Oh my goodness, I hate fighting them. They just seem to do everything right, to be honest. I think their only bad thing about Warrior is that it's a warrior, and that they have warriors in every single game we've ever played, so that kind of takes the appeal off of them. But if you're a warrior type player, man, fucking warriors are just winning everywhere, man. I don't know what it is about aging games that love knights. Fucking knights are always overpowered as hell. I'm not saying that this warrior's overpowered, man. He overpowered, guys. Don't fall for that shit. And you guys make sure to like and subscribe. I helped you guys out, and I'm just gonna throw this in at the end, man. Every class in this game do work, whether it's PvP or PvE. You know, if you gotta play every single one of them to find what you want to play, man, by all means, play them. You know what I mean? I might even power level some of your classes to level 30 for you, because I'm a good guy like that. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit your boy up. Yeah. And the first person to comment rubber duckies, I'm gonna power level you to 50. Most people not gonna get to the end of the video to know about that. But the first person, alright? So if you see someone that comment rubber duckies already, guys, don't be commenting that shit 2 times. I don't wanna see that shit 2 times down there in the comment sections, bro. I don't. But if I do, maybe there's something in there for you too. Peace out.